So, Buddha was teaching one day. People were gathered all around, and people would come up one by one and ask questions. A man comes up and asks, "Is there a God?" Buddha looked at him for a moment and said, "No, there isn't a God." More people came. After a while, another man showed up. And he walks up and he says, "Is there a God?" Buddha looks at the man for a moment and says, "Yes, there is a God." Now, Ananda was standing by and he's like, "Wait, what? I'm trying to figure this out." And he answered one thing one way, and then he answered the same question another way. What's the actual answer? Buddha kept on teaching, and towards the end of the afternoon, another man came up and he said, "Is there a God?" Some people say there is, and some people say there isn't, and I can't quite sort it together. Buddha looked at this man, and then he just closed his eyes. And it was a beautiful afternoon, and birds were singing, and you could hear the river going by. And Buddha sat there for about an hour with his eyes closed, and this man, after a while, also just closed his eyes, listened to the birds and listened to the water. And after about an hour, they both opened their eyes together, and the man said, "Thank you for the answer," and left. Now Ananda was really perplexed. He's like, "But what's the answer?" Like, he asked Buddha, "The first guy, you said one thing. The second guy, you said another thing. And the third guy, you didn't say a single thing." Buddha looked at him and said, "The first man was convinced that there was a God," and Buddha could see that. And so in order to shake up his belief systems, he said, "No, there isn't a God." Then the second man was an atheist, and he was convinced that there was no God at all. And so Buddha answered him the opposite. And then the third man was just actually questioning. So Buddha just sat silently and let him discover it on his own.